I think we've improved ourselves a lot during the off season through recruiting. If I can remember the guys' names that are here, that'd be great. I'm 66 and I don't remember things the way I used to, but pretty sure I know our guys' names. Gerard Tarrin from Fort Myers area, 6'8.5" forward, who's long and athletic, transfer from Salem International. Lucas Landgren, 6'8" junior from Sweden, spent 2 years in New York at Monroe College, a junior college there. Is a really good shooter and nice inside post player. Felipe Souza, who's from Dr. Crop, he's a freshman from Miami. We think Felipe's got a chance to be a really good player. He's already got an NBA body, and when he develops more skills, I think he's going to be a really good contributor for our team. Max Kurkowski, 6'7", and a half, kind of a stretch four, small forward. Shoots the ball pretty well, rebounds it well, and is smart, has a good basketball IQ. And then Carl Allenfall is a 6'5" freshman point guard, and he's got a great size for a point guard. He's also athletic, and he has a long way to go and a lot to learn adjusting to the American game, but he certainly has the athletic talent to be a very good player for us. So those 5 guys all have size. They all rebound the ball really well. So I think, as far as improvement in our team goes, I think we've improved it just by adding length and guys with skills who can play. And then the guys coming back have really worked hard in the summer, and it shows. Dwayne Gibson, Pat Huffine, B.J. Edwards, Harrison Goodrick have all improved a lot over the summer. Nikita Orup has improved over the summer. I think, the kids have really worked hard to get better, and I think that they're committed to being better. And these guys really enjoy playing together, so we're fortunate in that regard because that's not always the case. But they're high character kids, do great in school, and they're fun to coach. So I think this group's got a chance to be pretty good. Goals are, we don't put a lot of stock in goals. We talk more about standards, trying to play up to certain standards that we set for ourselves. And a lot of those standards, we have 10 or 12 that are important to us, and a lot of those don't have anything to do with basketball, but how we communicate with each other, handshakes, looking at each other in the eyeball when we talk to one another, touching each other. We believe in that. We just think, there are a lot of things that we do as a team, and we have certain standards that we live by that we think, translate to being a better basketball team, being a better family, and those kinds of things. As far as goals, our goals are the same every year. We want to be the best team we can be. We'd like to be in the top 3 in the league. We'd like to go to the NCAA tournament. We'd like to go as far as we can and play as long as we can. So none of those things change. You don't always have a team that realistically can be a national champion or even a conference champion. It varies from year to year, depending on your talent, depending on injuries, depending on team chemistry. But this group, because I think our talent's good. I think our chemistry is really good, and I'm excited about these guys because I do think that this is one of those special teams. It's probably been maybe 10 years since we had a group of guys in here that were this talented with this kind of size. We've struggled, especially in the size department, the last 4 or 5 years. But this particular group has a chance because of their size to do some things offensively and defensively we haven't been able to do. And so, I think as a team, we all want to win the league. That's our goal, and we want to get to the NCAA tournament, which is something that we've not been able to do as a program since I've been here. So, and I think those are realistic goals for us. But it's gonna take a lot of hard work and a lot of luck, and we've got to stay healthy to be able to do that. Well, I've always believed that you play the best possible teams in non-conference games. I don't think it makes you better if you play teams. If you play in Cupcake University and the Our Mother of Sorrows and the School of the Blind, I just don't think you might win those games by 50 points, but I don't think you get a lot better doing that. So We try every year to schedule the toughest NCAA D2 teams we can. We try to play an NCAA D1 if we can. And this year we're very fortunate. We have 3 teams that come to our home court. West Liberty, who's the preseason #1 in NCAA Division II, and they've won more basketball games than any team in any division over the last 10 years. This team's been to the Final Four, the national championship game, the Elite Eight, almost every year for 10 years. So to have the #1 team in the country coming to us, we're excited about that. And that, that's a early or middle, I think, December game, maybe December 13th. We also play Southern Connecticut State, who's ranked 10th in the preseason poll in NCAA Division II. They were an NCAA tournament team last year, and they're very, very good. They're coached by Scott Burrell, who was a great player at UConn. I think he's the only player coming out of college who was drafted in the first round of the NBA as well as Major League Baseball. So, and he had a long career in the NBA, and I think played on the Chicago Bulls World Championship team, maybe in 1998. So Scott Burrell does a great coaching job at Southern Connecticut. He's got a lot of talented players, and again, they're a top 10 team in the country, so we're excited to have them come in. And we play those guys on, I think it's November 27th, the day after Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving weekend. I think it's a Sunday on Thanksgiving weekend. And then we've got the University of Indianapolis, who's in the top 20, been to the NCAA tournament 4 or 5 years in a row. And so, they're a terrific team. So we've got 3 top 20 NCAA D2 teams coming here. And also that would include West Liberty, of course, who's #1 in the country. And we're excited about that. We think those 3 games, win or lose, will help make us better and help our program grow and help our guys see and play against teams that have been there and been where we want to go. And we think it's a great opportunity for us. So we're excited about that. And, the conference schedule is always tough. I mean, St. Leo's probably, on paper anyway, the best team in our conference. And they certainly look to be a team that could get to the Elite Eight. Barry University went to the Elite Eight last year, and they have a whole lot of good players back from that team. And there's no reason to believe they couldn't do that again. Eckerd won our league tournament championship and tied for first during the season. They've got a lot of players back too, and they certainly have a chance to be an Elite Eight team. Rollins also tied for the regular season championship, and they've been great every year, and Tom Klusman does a terrific coaching job. So, those teams in our league, on paper look to be the best, but in this Sunshine State Conference, everybody's good. So you could get picked 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th in the preseason poll and end up being the best team in the league. It's just that way in our league, night in and night out. You're going to play a great team, and you better be ready to play. So hopefully the non-conference games get us ready for that, and hopefully we'll be good enough to be in the mix in the regular season race in the Sunshine State Conference.